You're heading into mediation and you're thinking, I'm no negotiator. I don't have a poker face. I'm not good at hedging my bets. How am I going to get through this process? How am I going to know if it's a good deal or a bad deal, or I shouldn't make a deal at all? Your skilled mediator is here to guide you through the process, not here to make decisions for you. We're not here to tell you what to do, but we are here to equip you. We're here to equip you with knowledge of the law, with potential outcomes, and ensuring that your viewpoint, your position is both understood and valued in the process. So your mediator, while not your advocate, your mediator will certainly arm you, though, with the skill set you need to advance your position in a way that you are seen, heard, and understood, and we land in a place that is both fair and reasonable, not just to you, not just to your spouse, but also to your children. How do you get what you want out of mediation? Well, if mediation was all about one side winning and one side losing, people would never come to mediation. Mediation is about compromise. Now, I'm saying compromise, not roll over and play dead. If one side is overpowering the other, then it's not a fair and reasonable resolution of the case or the issues in your case. A mediator's job is to not just build any consensus. The mediator's job is to ensure that both sides have heard the other side's position, that both sides have had their positions vetted, and that both sides reach a resolution that's fair and reasonable under all the circumstances in the case. It can't be a slam dunk for one side. One of my favorite judges said to me, at the conclusion of a mediation, everybody should leave a little bit unhappy. And if that's the case, the mediator did their job. Emotions run high in a divorce. Emotions run even higher in mediation. Now that might seem like an incongruent statement. Aren't we going to mediation because we want this process to be amicable? Of course, but you're sitting in a room, your soon-to-be former spouse is sitting in a room, and your mediator is playing a little shuttle diplomacy, moving back and forth from room to room, either physically or in the virtual world. And the reality is while the mediator is in the room with your spouse, you're wondering, why are they taking so long? My spouse must be saying something ridiculous. Maybe he or she is just being unreasonable, and I'm sitting here and I'm waiting, and while you're waiting, your emotions are running high. That's cortisol. Cortisol is building up in your body. Why? Because decisions are at stake. Your future is at stake. And a skilled mediator helps bring that cortisol down by giving you a pathway forward, by helping you to see that there is light at the end of this tunnel, and by helping you to see the reasonableness or the unreasonableness of both your position and the position that's coming from the other side. You've decided to take the pathway forward called mediation, and you've had 1 session, 2 sessions, 3 sessions, and your spouse is digging in, not compromising on one or many of the issues. Are you stuck? Are you doomed? Are you heading to trial no matter what? It depends. A mediator's job is to help parties move forward, to move off of a position that the other side isn't agreeing to. That doesn't mean it's a split the baby. It doesn't mean it's always meet in the middle. It certainly doesn't mean I say 100, you say 0, so we meet at 50. Meeting in the middle is not a negotiation when the negotiation is unreasonable. So if one side is just absolutely unwilling to compromise, is the mediation over? It doesn't have to be. You can think through partial settlement. Maybe we resolve the issues where we can reach a compromise and we take the 1 or 2 hot button issues to court. Maybe we resolve a handful of the issues and we take 1 or 2 of the issues that we can't resolve to an arbitrator. And perhaps, as I see all too often, one party says, no, I want a judge to rule on these things. And the parties go through the arduous process of going to court. And guess what? The morning of, the week before, 2 weeks before the trial, the parties wind up back in mediation and they settle that hot button issue. Sometimes people need that peek behind the curtain. They need to feel the pain of what it's going to look like, what it's going to feel like, and what it's going to cost to go to court. That's an unfortunate reality. It happens in a fraction of cases, but it does happen. If you have any questions on what negotiations look like, what they feel like, what your future could be at the negotiating table in mediation, give us a call and one of the highly skilled members of our team can walk you through everything you need to know.